Good morning, everyone. My name is Eltimar, and we are going to be beginning a Let's Play of Shadowrun Hong Kong. Full disclosure, I've never actually played Shadowrun Hong Kong. I have played Shadowrun Returns and Dragonfall, but this one kind of evaded my attention until now. I'm guessing gameplay is going to be largely the same as the aforementioned first two games, but the story will be completely new for me, and I'm sure it will be new for some of you as well. We're going to get started here. Shadowrun Hong Kong. Sure. We'll play on normal. And we're going to play a male character. We'll play a human because we get 3 additional karma, and I like karma. We're going to play a street samurai. I want to play gunner, I think, this time. And we need to get a portrait here. That is a really cool portrait. Those glowy eyes. That's not a bad one. That dude has really, really cool eyes. Some of these are the old portraits from the first game. In fact, I know that one is because I think that was our character from Shadowrun Returns or Dragonfall. I can't remember which, but I'm going to take it because I like that one. We're going to play... Yeah, good. Continue. Okay, so we are going to go quickness, because we're going to be... Can I lower my strength? No, it just starts with that. So I want some quickness. And we want a bunch of ranged combat, and we're going to use rifles. We're just going to go straight for combat. Oh, maybe some charisma, though, too. Or no, sorry, we don't need charisma. Yeah, we get new etiquettes with more charisma, which is kind of nice to have. We want one more. Let's go with... that. Alright, so we're gonna have 2 etiquettes. We're gonna take Shadowrunner for now. We still have 3 points left. What can we put 3 points into? Nothing really. We could get... We could be a street samurai that uses cyberware too. And use hand razors. Would that be good to do? I mean, we could go strength. I wonder if hand razors count as unarmed. I think it does, but I also think that running into melee kind of sucks. I think we're just going to save the rest of our thing. So we have Shadowrunner as one of our things. We're going to grab corporate for the other etiquette. Alright, we'll be Eltimar Soren, and our street name is going to be Eltimar, because we're not inventive in that way. A Harebrained Schemes production.
You have one new message.
Hi. It's Raymond. I hope I have the right number. Look. I know we haven't spoken in a while, but I need your help. Remember the day I took you and Duncan off the streets? I told you that the past is just a story, that if you can just accept that, your past loses all power over you. Yeah. I was wrong. I'm on my way to Hong Kong now. To finish something I should have faced a long time ago. And I need you with me. I know we're not blood, and we didn't leave things in a good place. But you and Duncan are the only real family I have. Please, if our past means anything to you, meet me in Hong Kong right away. I'll explain more when you get here. I'm begging you. I'm almost out of time.
Alright. Well, that was kind of a grim start. We got called in, presumably by a father-ish figure, and or a friend, possibly. And then he got gunned down inside of what I'm assuming is like a Chinese food restaurant. Raymond Black, the old man, gave you a home once, took you and Duncan off the gang-ridden streets of the Barrens, sheltered, educated, slapped sense into you both until you almost resembled productive members of society. And then you took off, left it all behind, landed behind bars for a time, tried to start a new life after that. It's been 8 years since you've heard Raymond's voice, until out of the blue, you got this cryptic message, a plea for help. Meet me in Hong Kong, right away, and wired to your account enough Nguyen to pay for the flight and then some. The descent is rough. Squall comes out of nowhere, sending a solid sheet of rain punching into the suborbital transport. With a ragged shudder, the plane finally skids to a halt at the edge of the Check-Lap-Cock tarmac. An hour and an interminable number of emotionless security checkpoints later, you hail a water taxi to Victoria Harbor. Hong Kong looms ahead, pulsing with energy. Alright. Let's take a look. There are a couple people here on the dock. You step from the churning water of the taxi to the ponderous rocking of the docks, your stomach lurching at the transition. As soon as you're clear, the captain nods once, then steers the small craft back into the harbor. The man never said a word, just handed you a worn brown duffel bag. When you stepped on board, filled with gear, some stiff new body armor, and a note, better safe than sorry, D. Above, smog-thick clouds hang low in the sky, reflecting the lights of the city in a nauseating swirl. The wind changes direction more than once, creating a heady stew of aromas, diesel, sea salt, street food, and filth. It's all you can do to keep your in-flight meal where it belongs. Two figures stand waiting in the dim light of the pier. The first is an orc, lean, with in-your-face muscles and a jaw made to break fists. The second is an elf, one hand casually resting against her hip. Raymond Black is nowhere to be seen. Well, don't you look like shit? Duncan Wu, the closest thing you have to a brother. You haven't seen the man in 8 years, still as charming as ever. He grins. Green's not really your color, Eltimar. Doesn't go with that nice new armor I got you. As you open your mouth to respond, something shifts alarmingly in your stomach. A liquid, bubbling sensation. I'm gonna tough it out. Don't know what you're talking about. Must be the harbor lights messing with you. Must be. Guess you've still got some of your old fortitude, at least. He laughs. Considering how much synthahol we used to put down, I'd be surprised if you can handle a little chop. Anyway, we gotta go find Raymond. Where's the old man? Never showed up. He's still got the same baritone rasp. Had it since he was 12. Wu developed early. No sense standing around then. Where's the meeting place? Not far, just on the other side of the pier here. He jabs a thumb behind him. The woman standing beside him breaks in. We should get going, Duncan. Head back to the meeting point in case your dad shows up. Copy that, Sarge. They're wearing Lone Star body armor. Looks like Duncan Wu's gone private police. U.S. partner? Unfortunately, yes, although partner's not the right word for it. Exactly, I like superior officer better, she grins. I let him carry my coffee for me, write my parking tickets, that kind of thing. The woman chaps her chest with an armored finger. Carter. I figured I'd give you some backup. Don't know what Rado got himself into. I wasn't sure you were going to show up. It's a tossed-off remark, but there's an undercurrent of resentment in it. Oh, surprise, here I am. Yeah, well, I wasn't so sure, you know. He shakes his head. Hey, look, I'm glad you're here, Eltimar, seriously. But I'm going to need some time to get used to having you around again. Been a while since I heard from you. Know what I mean? Memories of sleepless nights in lockup flash by, wondering if you'd ever see Duncan or Raymond again. Wondering if you even wanted to. And then stepping out into the daylight, suddenly free, the follow to some obscure corporate restructuring, a few hundred Nguyen worth of an apology from your former jailers, and a decision to start a new life, to leave the past behind, all of it. Until now. I've been out of touch. Wu stares at you, his goggles reflecting the harbor lights. You could say that, yeah. He scans the waterfront, frowning. Let's just find Raymond. He was supposed to meet us in the plaza on the other side of this pier. The sooner we find him, the sooner you all can have a big happy family reunion over dinner, Carter grins. And the sooner I can find a place to get a drink around here. Damn right. Ahead of you, Hong Kong rises like a serpent from the sea, government and megacorp coiled together, writhing in their basket of institutionalized corruption. No one can tell where the snake's body ends and its tail begins. That's what Raymond used to say. Duncan turns and starts down the pier. Carter follows. Do I have a gun? What do I even have for equipment? I am using... Oh, I have an AK-97. Okay, it's a decent starting gun. And I have some secure samurai clothing, which is just basic clothing. +1 armor. There's something over there to investigate. It looks like Alt is highlight things. Fresh construction is expanding the harbor out into the water. Corporate interests can afford to create new streets. There's a locked gate there that we can't interact with. And there's a locked gate here, but we can interact with this one. The guard shack at the end of the pier is dark and empty. Duncan gives the gate a push, but it doesn't budge. Well, that was open earlier. Duncan frowns. Looks pretty solid. Shouldn't there be someone here to let us out or something? Yeah, smells a bit funny, don't it? Carter shrugs. Who knows, it's Hong Kong. Not exactly sure how things work around here. Come on, rookie, we can cut through the construction site. Hate it when you call me that. Let's roll down to the other locked area. There's a security checkpoint here. Okay. The gate is locked, but the nearby control panel appears accessible. Carter pulls it open with a metallic screech that pierces your skull, sending a new wave of pain down to your churning stomach. She examines the control panel for a moment, then throws Wu a backward glance. Looks like there's another way off the docks on the other side of this gate. I think I can bypass the lock. Do it up. Carter fiddles with some wires and the door lock hisses open. Got it, let's go. And... oh, we've gotten to cover. Oh, there's shouting in Cantonese, more Cantonese, too quick to catch. And another guy. The group on the dock was fishing a package out of the speedboat when you surprised them. Now the package is at the bottom of the bay and the speedboat is disappearing into the distance. They close on you, red-faced and yelling. The light of the harbor glints off their weapons as they approach. The leader shouts something in Cantonese. It's too fast to make out. You're rusty. It's been years since Raymond's house and the language lesson that wouldn't end. The old man never spoke anything but his native tongue at home. Wu speaks with authority. His Cantonese is as solid as ever. He never let it drop. You guys doing some late-night fishing? The smuggler smiles. Oh yeah, we're fishing for assholes. Wu points at their weapons. You're gonna need some better bait. All you're gonna catch with that is trouble. Seriously? Did they teach you that at Rent-A-Cop school? Actually, I'm gonna shout in Cantonese. Lone Star, lay down your weapons. The spokesman laughs, looks at his crew. Hey, you talk good Cantonese, baby. Real authentic. He keeps laughing. Actually, you just told me to go screw my light bulb. So something tells me you're not a cop. Or you're a cop from the UCAS and you got no jurisdiction here. He crafts his rifle. Either way, this ends the same. He's done talking. I would agree, it does. I know how to do combat, thank you. Let's mow this mage down. 1. Complete. God, I love full auto. So good. We'll just take a pot shot at that guy. Pretty close to death. Wonder if we can kill him with her. No, but close. 7 damage to our mage, and we just got punched and almost shotgunned. We just full autoed that guy in the face and he's dead. Oh, that was a misclick. That was a really bad misclick. At least we killed that guy. He is for sure gonna get shot by a shotgun. Once is not so bad. We're so good at shooting already this early in the game, which is nice. How did he not die? Oh, come on. Oh, that was dumb. Really? 83%? There we go. Do you think that those guys were triad? Yes, I'm not sure. I don't recognize their tattoos, but they seemed triad-y to me. We're gonna make these videos a little bit shorter, just because I have a weird schedule today. I'm not gonna be able to record in half-an-hour intervals, so I'm gonna cut this one off pretty quick here. We're at 15 minutes, so maybe this entire series will just do 15-minute videos, which is a pretty good amount of time. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Anyways, we're gonna leave it here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time. Take care.